So you can find out more about my campaign and about me at justinforus.com, justinforus.com. And, in these races, turnout is really low. The incumbent, his name's Marty Sweeney. He has been an elected official since the mid-'90s.
Mm-hmm.
Former Cleveland City Council president. If you Google him, you'll find plenty of reasons to consider voting for me. And I don't want to get into negative campaigning.
No.
But look, there are plenty of reasons to oppose the things that he has done.
Sure.
Let the hate flow!
Available on the Lousy Weather Media Network.
Welcome to Let the Hate Flow Through You, your weekly dose of audible hatred. I'm Jeremy Shear.
El Hordano Diablo.
And this week, we are joined by candidate for Cuyahoga City Council, District 3, Justin Strekal is here.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Justin.
Thank you so much for coming on. So, Justin, why do you hate the Cleveland Browns Berea Stadium deal?
I fundamentally think that this is a moral question in this era of should poor people give more money to billionaires? And my answer
the
to
age-old question.
That is the age-old. That is since the beginning of recorded history.
Right.
It has been how can the landed aristocracy, the billionaires, extract more wealth and work out of us little people?
Mm-hmm.
And
God is the original capitalist. Justin does not agree with anything I say.
I'm gonna say that's a whole day. We could talk about the Protestant.
We have to do a
ethic and the
disclosure
spirit of
podcast,
capitalism.
then do the podcast. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
My grandfather from old country, he had a lot to say on that. He hammered into my head. So we're not. I'm not asking for a tithe here today.
Okay, good. Good, no tithes. But yeah, it seems to be a tax deal that is going to take more money out of my pocket for a new stadium in Berea.
As if they don't have the money to just do it themselves.
That is a very good point, Hordano, because the Haslam family is worth $8.7 billion.
That's like Shad Khan money, dude.
It's and what really, as Peter Griffin would say, grinds my gears
right.
about it is that what we are talking about building for them will only make their wealth go up.
Right.
And is it going to deliver wins for the Cleveland Browns?
No. You know what it's going to deliver? One Super Bowl in the next 25 years, and they'll be able to say, we got a Super Bowl in Cleveland. Who gives a fuck? The Browns didn't play in it.
No, and I'm skeptical of that claim too.
Really?
Like
I don't know if they could get a Super Bowl here.
I don't.
I don't think so. Who wants to come to Cleveland in January, dude?
I'm not going to count. As they say, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And I don't see us having the infrastructure to be able to get that kind of
juice,
that kind of an event here.
Right.
Maybe 50 years from now, when the East Coast and the West Coast are completely flooded and the Southwest is on fire, then because we're a climate stable region, then we can make the case. Let's bring the Super Bowl. But no, they're still going to want to go to places that it's set up. So I think they are disingenuous with the benefits of building their $2.4 billion stadium. And at bare minimum, because we live in this capitalist economy, I think that they should put their own money into building it. I don't think that we should socialize the costs of their mismanagement of our football team.
Isn't that what the boomer American dream is putting yourself out there and making it back? Or is it exposing people by building it and saying, oh, well, we need your money too, and then pay people pennies on the fucking dollar to work there?
Yep.
Because I guarantee you those wages ain't going to go up. The tickets will.
The tickets absolutely. We've already seen this reported that they're expecting it to go up to $200 a seat. But now you look at the resale market on games right now, when they're a terribly losing season, and you could get a ticket for what, $6 on StubHub? Right, that's cheaper than a beer there.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about that. That's 100% true. But like, what was it? Something you said something that reminded me of the Browns, or was it the fucking Haslams? I don't know. Oh, anyway, we should say real quick though. We're talking about they're trying to build a new Browns stadium in Cleveland. I should have started off by saying that.
It's not even Cleveland. It's
there's that too.
No, they want to move. So yeah, the Haslams have presented this vision. The billionaires, we could just say the billionaire Haslams. They've presented this vision where if the taxpayers of the state of Ohio, of Cuyahoga County, and the city of Cleveland all come together to invest in Factory of Sadness 2 Flight Edition, then
Redux.
we build this brand new dome stadium in Brook Park next to the airport. Then, like manna from heaven, is going to rain down, and we're going to get Taylor Swift concerts every weekend.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness, the number of times they've invoked Taylor Swift. Don't we have she could play Gundarina right now.
I think she's I think she's a witch demon. I do.
Well, okay. So I have to be respectful of my former teammate. Because I did play football with Travis Kelce when we were in middle school together.
Oh, I love I mean, I really don't have anything against her. I just think what she does is weird, and the way she has people in the palm of her hand is just odd. That's all I'm saying.
Look, my wife is a big Taylor Swift fan.
Swiftie?
One of my favorite small business owners in the community, Emma, who owns No Class.
Oh yeah, I love Emma.
Oh my goodness, her love of Taylor Swift.
You would look at Emma and never fucking like.
She has good songs.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't. New York, I love the song New York. I can name Taylor Swift songs. I'm not speaking out of turn here. I'm just saying that what I see is very odd. Is very, very odd. Like, just like to be fair, I don't think she's that talented. I really don't. I think I just don't. It's I don't know what it is. It's the same
I'm
thing
just
as
waiting
Beyonce.
for the power go out.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Where are they supposed to be moving? Where were they looking for houses?
On the east side, I think.
Was it the east side? Oh, yeah, because you guys are from... Yeah.
We grew up in Cleveland Heights, and...
it's just like they all move out to, like, Avon Lake and shit, or out by my parents' house. You know?
Yep.
Like, Shador lives literally 2 minutes from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's very different when you grow up in the Heights, though, because then you really start looking on the east side at spots.
Okay. All right.
Because you have a better idea of where the
that's
the nice
the thing
spots
is,
are.
like, West Siders, we don't have any cognizant ability to navigate the east side. Like, it's just was it Polk's book?
Yeah.
Polk's book, it fucking nailed it with the map of Cleveland, where it was like a grid on the west side and then a bunch of squiggly lines with a synagogue in the middle. That was the fucking funniest and accurate.
Yeah.
Accurate. So Mike Polk's book, he might have 2 now. I don't fucking know, but go check it out.
It's a good book. I have it in
Yeah,
it's my bathroom reader.
Hell yeah.
It's amongst the inventory there. No, so growing up in Cleveland Heights, we never crossed the west side. Right?
Yeah.
We would go, most of our concerts were there. I basically grew up at the Grog Shop.
Grog Shop, Beachland.
And almost never came out here. So I left Cleveland for a long time. I ran to work on political campaigns around the country.
Normal.
I had this idealistic thing that we could do better. Then I went to D.C. and I was a public interest lobbyist for a while, trying to fight the good fight to tax the rich more. And then later, I don't know how your audience. This may be contentious with the audience.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But I worked to legalize marijuana.
It's contentious in the fact that they love you now.
I hope so. Well, now
you did a lot in the time that it got fucking... dude, I mean, you and me used to talk, like, that whole 2 years leading up to them finally getting it here.
Wow, yeah.
You and me talked a ton about, like, where's this headed and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And everything that he told me is, like, he's like, it's going to start off real expensive. It'll start dropping. Guess what it's doing?
It's dropping now. The state just made some tweaks here, and I want to shout out Bride Rose Sweeney, who's a state rep, who I think she did a pretty good job trying to fight to make it not as bad as what the Republicans in Columbus were trying to do. But she's also the daughter of my opponent in this race.
Oh,
because
no
I'm running
kidding.
against a political dynasty here.
Okay.
So I got no beef with Bride Rose. I think she's running for state senate. I think she'll be a perfectly good state senator. But I'm running against her father, Marty Sweeney.
Yeah.
But you know, when we talk about what marijuana policy should be, I always focus on the criminal justice and civil liberties.
Yes,
issue.
that has always been your hill.
And I'm really proud of what we accomplished as far as, you know, getting the depenalization done. Now they're trying to roll those things back.
Yeah.
And make it basically so that the only place you can legally smoke weed is in your home that you own. And they just made it easier for landlords to prohibit it in your rented apartment. So if you're using cannabis, you know, just for fun or for therapeutic purposes, you know, you now can face increased housing discrimination than you could have last year. And it's just, you know, it's those details that matter so much in government, which is why I'm putting myself forward to try to be a rational person in government.
And like, I don't get like so the people fought to get this.
Yeah.
And fuck the government shutdown. But to reopen it, their caveats were to roll some of this back. And there's no way that the states are not seeing the benefits of the fucking money.
Yeah.
Like the taxes we pay on fucking pot is insane.
So not to get too into the weeds.
No.
But the big rollback that we just saw at the federal level was on hemp derived products.
Yeah.
And
Sheer knows all about that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, I gotta say, now that I'm oh my goodness, I'm an adult at the tender age of 36. You know, I when I moved back to Cleveland 5 years ago, I bought a house on the west side, and 5 blocks from my house, there's this spot called Wonka's Smoke Factory.
Okay.
And they are just ripping off the IP of Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on their door, it's a big purple, like, Willy Wonka with his arms out for a hug, joined in both hands.
That is an intellectual property that would not fly.
And exactly. And it's clearly marketed to children.
Yeah.
Right? So here we have a 2-tiered system. We have one set of rules for the regulated operators.
Yeah.
Which we could have a whole conversation about that, which, you know, I don't know how much people want to hear about that. But on the hemp side, there was almost no regulations.
Yeah.
So there is an argument to be made for public safety and consumer safety and preventing it from being marketed to kids. Because I didn't get into the fight working on it professionally because I wanted kids to smoke pot.
No.
I just didn't want people to go to jail.
Right.
I didn't want people to face discrimination in housing
Over
and
pot.
benefits and employment and all this other shit.
Well, Justin, this is where we're going to have our first disagreement.
Oh, let's do it.
Because I got into the deregulation of pot game in order to sell knockoff candies to children.
I mean, look at him. He looks like a fucked up Willy Wonka.
No, he's the senior Oompa Loompa.
I've got an intoxicating substance for you. Oompa Loompa Doopity-dee. Your eyes will get red just like me.
Oompa Loompa Doopity-da. Pass the joint and it'll go far.
Puff, puff, pass, and it will go far.
At any rate, there is something to be said about how, like, it's the Wild West in hemp, and it was like that with, like, regular cannabis, too, in the last, like, 15 years, really, especially when it came to, like, CBD products.
Yep.
Because, like, nobody was writing any regulation for that. Yeah. So it was weird because when I got more involved in the legal markets, it was like the same assholes that I was buying drugs from when I was younger, except now they have a little bit of a legitimate side to them, but they're still the same people trying to rip you off.
You bought drugs from Bobby George?
He did have a stranglehold on the market.
Booyah!
But my understanding is he sold his share of Rise.
Because when I started buying shit from Rise last year, earlier this year, so many people, do you show blah 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 blah. I'm like, he gets no money from it.
Yeah,
None
not anymore.
None. He made his money, and then his money guy was like, oh, we got to start selling your shit because you're going to prison.
There was a comic that worked at Rise, and he brought his coworkers and boss to a roast battle show that we did, and I did a 2-minute thing about how Rise's prices are too high in front of them. But
I mean, the question is, be it cannabis or football, is there a morality in the marketplace? And what is the appropriate level of government intervention and regulation to protect public health, to protect consumer safety, and to protect our taxes?
Yeah.
Right? Just like we shouldn't give the billionaires our tax dollars for them to build a new football stadium, what is a sensible regulatory structure for marijuana? And I got a lot of thoughts on
I'm sure, yeah.
But I think it should be as low of a barrier to entry as necessary to protect public health and safety. And I think prohibiting deceptive advertising practices is absolutely a part of it. And we didn't see that in the hemp derived space.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's a lot of good actors in the hemp market.
Yeah.
But the problem is that we can focus on the bad actors because there are bad actors, and there's no government intervention to prevent those bad actors. And they took the ham-fisted approach to recriminalize.
Yeah,
and I don't agree with that.
No,
but it's like everything in this world. It's complicated.
Yeah,
and yet another reason why we need thoughtful people in government
absolutely
to address these.
But I mean,
or it would be nice to have
to put regulations on, to allow people at a federal level to allow people to invest all of this money the last 10 years in this industry. I mean, we're talking billions across the board, billions of dollars that is invested, that your little stupid fucking tweaks is going to cost them and put them out of business and send them to bankruptcy, which in my opinion is what the big business money in this country wants. They always want to be owed. Yep. And that's what the goal is. They'll let you fuck up your entire life monetarily just to be like, we got you now.
Yep.
And guess what? I didn't go to college, and I'm fucking happy for that, for me, because I don't have to worry about student loans, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have to. And I'm not going to join ICE and pay off my student loans that way. Fucking dicks.
Yeah, no, they're $100,000 starting salary, $50,000 signing bonus, and yet we can't pay teachers in the city of Cleveland $50,000 starting salary.
Which is ridiculous.
What's going to make our community safer? Going and terrorizing people with ICE, or making sure kids get free school lunches and have well-paid teachers?
It's probably blowing up boats. That's probably what it really is.
Let me tell you, I, for one, would much rather have all American dishwashers than have kids that are being raised right in our school district. I, for one, love the fact that there are brawls in the parking lots of most high schools every Friday. I love the fact that when I walk in my neighborhood, kids come up to me and say, I got that thing on me. These are not problems that'll be solved by paying qualified teachers to educate our children. No. Get rid of the kitchen staff, dishwashers, landscapers, and everybody else.
Give us $200 seats at the Browns stadium.
Yeah, $200 seats at the Browns game. It gets the riffraff out of there.
There we go.
You're gonna get $200 nosebleeds at the new stadium. Guarantee you that's what those are going to cost.
If that even happens, because
Yeah.
the latest is some of that marijuana tax money was being reallocated towards the stadium, right? And now somebody's suing to stop it.
So there's a lot of tax revenue that is trying to be redirected to the stadium. I know the state of Ohio, in all of their benevolence and wisdom, they allocated $600 million from the unclaimed revenue fund.
Okay, that's
which for those of you listening at home, you might be owed money by the state of Ohio, and you should get your money. If you don't want that money going to the Haslams and you'd rather put that in your pocket, you I forget the exact website, but just put in.
It's like unclaimed funds or something.
Unclaimed funds Ohio.
There's multiple sites that do it.
I did it as soon as I heard that they were planning on doing this. I did it. I found a couple $100 in just, it was a last paycheck from a job that I had once, and a couple little things, and I'm like, there's no way I want those billionaires to have this money.
Yeah, fuck that.
Give me my money.
Right.
But I hadn't heard about the cannabis policy. I do know that the marijuana taxes haven't been flowing to the municipalities like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of municipalities around this state that have chosen to block sales.
Yeah.
But here in Cleveland, we allow it. We should get that money.
Yeah.
And because that's supposed to be money that's coming into our communities to do good things. And unfortunately, it's being held up by the Republicans in Columbus.
Which is ridiculous, because that was part of the reason that we got legalization passed.
Exactly.
Was to get that tax money.
Sure. How much was it the first year in Colorado that the schools got? Was it like 25 or 50 million?
More than that.
Was it more than that?
Yeah. They made a killing.
Yeah.
And when I was out there, it was, I think, year 2 or 3 of legalization.
Yeah.
So things have calmed down a lot, but my favorite part of it, there were so many homeless hippies. They moved out to Colorado thinking there would be weed jobs.
Yep.
And there just wasn't enough weed jobs.
Yeah, to support that.
So it's like now you got people that are stuck there.
I just don't want, and it doesn't seem like Ohio is, which is good. I think that's one of the good things is they have kept it so expensive is it did not roll out here like it did in Michigan, where shit is just closing down every other day now because there is, at the fucking border of Ohio and Michigan, there's 20 fucking dispensaries right there.
Yep. I
saw it before it happened. I was like, this is not going to end well. Yeah. And I have friends up there who are in the industry, and they're good. Their jobs are secure, but that's why I'm very happy that because I think a lot of people put all their eggs in that basket this is going to be my career, and now they're fucked.
It's a big question, of short-termism versus long-termism, right? And trying to have something sensible. It's there's no magic formula that's exactly right.
Right.
Everybody's going to make mistakes and
trial and error.
When Colorado and Washington were the first 2 states to legalize, they were hyper restrictive with their licensing because they were afraid. The politicians were afraid of having something go bad and it blowing back on them.
Yeah.
Right? And since we've seen more states open it up a little bit more, here in Ohio, one of the things that I think is the saddest part of issue 2 that wasn't implemented was licensing for those who had a criminal record.
Yeah.
As a result of marijuana. That's something that California's done a lot of good work on. In trying to prioritize to make, New York State is doing a lot of great work on this. I actually was just up there a couple months ago to speak at an event to help them. And, it's who gets the money, right? I'm not saying anything I haven't published in an op-ed in D.C. I sold marijuana when I was younger. I grew up poor. I wanted to get into politics. I wanted to get into policy making because I wanted to help people. Growing up poor and getting picked on because you were on the reduced lunch program. Ooh, I've had a problem with the rich since then.
Right, absolutely.
And is it going to be the Georges or the Georges types, or is it going to be the people who were meeting the market demand before it was legal?
Yeah.
And were justice impacted, and do they deserve a shot? Because I'll never forget this. Washington State, when they first legalized, prohibited people who had a criminal record from working in the industry.
Yeah.
So if you got caught with a joint, you couldn't make $10 an hour sweeping the floors at the dispensary.
It's
Which is
insane.
ridiculous.
For fucking weed.
Fucking weed.
Weed.
But meanwhile, we're gonna give millions of dollars to the billionaires to charge us more for the team that can't seem to win games.
Yeah, and like I've been saying this a lot lately. I've said it for years, but like I've just going back to football, going back to the Browns is like the problem is rarely the team. It's the front office. It's the Haslams specifically this time around. I mean, at least Al Lerner gave a shit about the Browns. Jimmy Haslam doesn't give a fuck about Cleveland, and he doesn't care about the Browns. It's a money thing for him.
One of the ways I think about it is, every week to week, we're having all this anxiety for fans. Which quarterback are we starting?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're always talking about changing quarterbacks. If we just change the owners once, perhaps we as a region could relieve the psychic tax that we feel on a weekly basis, where we could empower the team to not be living in fear of these billionaires, or signing contracts like $250 million for a serial sexual assaulter.
Yeah.
Like, what are these are the decisions that these rich and powerful people are making impacting us. So yeah, I hate that.
That's when I was like, I'm done. As soon as they signed that dude, I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm like, there's no point to root for this team.
Yeah.
And like everybody always talks about, like right now, like I wonder if Miles has broken the record today or not. But like, people talk about Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, and I'm like, dude, they don't owe this city shit. Go fucking win a ring somewhere. Yeah. I always root for the guys that like leave Cleveland on good terms and go and do something great. Like I'm always happy for them because, I mean, you look at guys who've like not from here, that stuck around. Yeah. Kosar.
Kozar's from here.
Well, he's from Southern Ohio.
Close enough.
Fair enough. All right, so whatever. What's Josh Cribbs, another one who stuck around. I mean, there's a number of dudes, and I'll always root for the guys that do like, hey, I'm trying to go win a ring. Go win a ring, dude. He's gonna break the record here, and then he'll go win the ring somewhere next year. Somebody will sign him.
So I know that this is a podcast where we discuss more of the actual hate than solutions, but let's talk solutions here.
Let's do it.
So let's think about other owners in sports that have been forced to sell their team. We have the Washington Commanders owner, Dan Snyder, who was basically forced to sell his team because he created a culture of sexual harassment. And racism and a number of other, things that look bad in emails. And then we have the guy for the LA Clippers.
Oh, yeah.
Who said some racisms. So I think
this dude's like, what? She was like 25-year-old girlfriend or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the solution here is we've got to find some evil in the corporate culture of the current Cleveland Browns front office, and that will force the Haslams to sell the team, because the frauds on bonuses for truck drivers didn't do it. Signing a serial sexual assaulter didn't do it. We've got to find something.
What could it be?
I mean, a perfect season with the zero in the wrong place didn't do it.
Remember when they went 15-1, and Stefanski's like, that'll never happen again, and they went 0-16.
I mean, he wasn't wrong. They didn't go.
They did not.
Go 1-15.
He did not lie. He did not lie.
That was Hugh Jackson, not Stefanski. But
oh, it was? I thought it was Stefanski.
That was before. Yeah.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know why.
But no, we, as far as durable solutions, I think that the good people of the greater Cleveland region, of which you guys talk about things we hate often on this podcast. I think there's a conflict, right? Because we have that trauma of losing the team once. But I think the mere fact that we were able to get it back right? And that people saw, and by Lerner saw that there was value here. The team is a valuable asset because of our love,
Yeah.
right? And that love is not transferable. That love cannot be exported. So that is a static asset here. But it's that old line, "Have you no shame, sir?" This is a family that is worth $8.7 billion, and they're putting their hands out to one of the poorest regions in the country, saying, please, we need football welfare.
As prices are steadily increasing on everything else.
Everything else. And I've spoken with some of the workers who would be working on building the new stadium, and like they see it as a job, right? Like,
Right.
They're like, this is going to be good for us, and I respect that. But I think there are so many ways that we could deploy our resources better, and putting those electricians and those builders and those tradespeople to work. We got plenty of work to do all around this region.
Oh, yeah.
As far as pressuring them to sell the team, that I'm open to solutions, and I will be on the front line standing next to you if and when you find the right call to action.
Yeah. I'll do some digging. There's got to be something in there to get the NFL to step in, because they don't see this as a problem.
No,
This is
part
like-
part of their business plan.
This is the comedy part of the NFL. This is the Browns. It's the comedy part. It's the laughing stock.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that, it seems to be over the past 30 years,
Yeah.
it's just, you get the city to pay for your stadium.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. I don't think that should be standard operating procedure, especially when you have the money for it. You're going to make the money back.
We've socialized the costs and we've privatized the profits.
Yeah,
And,
which is
and that's the problem. And I think so. What I'll commit now is, this. I guess I can disclose this. We're recording this before I've launched my campaign.
Right.
But by the time you're hearing this conversation,
He'll be hot on the trail.
I'll be hot on the trail. And I don't know if I will have done it by the time you guys release it. But one of the things that I'm going to be announcing is that I'm putting forward legislation called the Browns Act. It's bringing responsibility for owners who want new stadiums.
okay.
And I am open to community input as to what should be in this bill.
Sure.
But the top line of the bill is no public dollars for the general construction. We as a tax base are responsible for the basic infrastructure, and they're already got us over a barrel for how much is going to be needed to be done for sewer improvements
Right.
and roads and changing the 71 interchange, and it's going to be a nightmare if you want to fly out or fly back to the region on a game day. Oh goodness,
Jesus.
right? But so the top line of the Browns Act, again, bringing a responsibility for owners who want new stadiums, is they don't get a nickel for building their stadiums. But I'm open to suggestions for what else could be in the bill. Should we have a vote on a new owner? Maybe. I don't think we can legally do that, but we could certainly.
No, the only team that can do that is Green Bay.
I know. And then they changed the rules to prevent that from happening. Again.
Yeah.
But I like that, especially like people aren't taking into account the infrastructure costs that are going to.
Oh yeah.
Especially with that 71 interchange.
Yeah.
Like there's.
Well, Cleveland Hopkins, we were talking about it. Cleveland Hopkins was like one of the first people to be like, no.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
It's really like I live in this area,
Yeah.
so Sundays, like if I want to get anything done, it's I've got a plan for it,
Right.
Yep.
Right.
and I can't imagine people trying to fly out. Oh man, no.
Yep. No, and maybe this is an opportunity to talk talk about like let's get more people to use public transit. We got the red line going out there, and maybe we can get more Browns fans to use public transit to get to the games. But I'm not going to hold my breath for January Sundays.
And the thing is,
people are going to want to do that.
It's like from the get-go, from the first time I heard about it, I was like, that is a terrible area to do that in. Yeah. Like I didn't even think about the highways having to be completely restructured for that for alt for extra exits and shit. Like there's no. Berea's is not the right place. And my biggest thing from the get-go with that was, this is Cleveland. Part of playing in Cleveland is playing on the lake and playing in the elements, and it's a rite of passage. Like I don't. A dome in fucking Berea doesn't do anything for me. Yeah. Where's the romanticism in that?
Oh, we are hopeless romantics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it seems like the world has moved on. Like, no, we want climate control stadiums because we're not paying $200 to sit in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but like, I mean, dude, people are paying, I mean, like we said, $5-6, whatever it is right now. That's one thing, but like, I'm telling you, if they do this and if everything goes the way they want it to, those nosebleeds are going to be $200 a pop. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I
guarantee it.
And the question is will people continue to pay for 3 and 11 teams?
When I look at just like a different business model, but like the WWE, for example, since they got purchased by Endeavor and TKO owns them or whatever, however that whole fucking thing worked, like they're steadily raising prices. Yeah. Like it's bad. Yeah. They're pricing out normal, like the people who have kept that industry going for 100 years, they're pricing those people out, and people keep paying it. And like that's why I'm like, when is the bubble gonna burst on that? You know?
Well, I gotta say, having to change from paying what was it, like $12 a month for Peacock to $32 for ESPN
for one show a month.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Now, admittedly, with that, I'm also getting Disney Plus, but I didn't really care about that.
Right. It's more like the principle of the thing, like when it comes to this, because it's like me and him, that's what we do. Neither of us drink, we don't party, we fucking get together and watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like when it was on Peacock or when they had the WWE Network, $10, $12 a month, 15, whatever, that's okay.
Yeah.
But 30. And but you get Disney and you get to watch UFC. Fuck you and fuck the UFC.
Wasn't that the whole point of cutting the cable?
Yeah. That's the thing, dude. It's like we're now like the whole point was, oh my god, cable's so fucking expensive. Now if you have 8 streaming things, you're paying more than you'd pay for cable.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're not $10 anymore. They're not.
No, it's the nickel and diming of everything. Like earlier when we were talking about debt. You were like, I don't want to owe people for that. I just want to be able to live. And now there are so many different people with their hands in their pockets.
Yeah.
And you brought up WWE being bought. Like, how did they leverage that buyout? How did they finance it? And all the shareholders of that debt, they're all expecting a 10% return a year.
Yeah.
Just because they put the money up once, right? So every year we need to pay the ownership classes for the privilege of something that they invested in years earlier, with money that they probably made from underpaying their workers in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's just we're paying for that as ownership gets further and further consolidated. It's just trickling more to the hands of just a few.
Yeah.
And they're not buying sandwiches down the street.
No.
Right? Another good example of what you're just Netflix.
Yeah.
Buying fucking is it Warner Brothers or HBO? I forget what they bought.
They're in that bidding war now.
And like, dude, like that is like, I mean, I always bring up Carlin on this podcast, but like he 35 years ago said there's 3 big oil companies. Mm-hmm. Soon there's going to be 2. Yep. Then there's going to be 1. And you look, and that is, and he was a prophet anyway, but like really the way things are shaking out, even anybody could have said what he said, like, and it would still mean just as much. It's crazy.
You have owners. They own you.
Yeah.
That's what Carlin said.
Right.
In that bit. Now, I remember that bit well. Yeah.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Do you remember Carlin's last ever bit?
What? Is Life is Worth Losing?
No,
or is it
he was like,
bad for you?
There's gonna be a guy pretending to be a Mexican on a podcast in 30 years.
Fuck you.
and he's gonna worship me.
I do.
Stone him.
I do.
George Carlin was. We could just talk about. Carlin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like George Carlin was a big influence in my political identity development. Like I remember being a kid, engaging in illegal activities and still illegal for children to do, and watching George Carlin and Bill Hicks and just soaking in their righteous rage.
Yeah.
About how just how we're being fucked.
Yeah. I mean, like Carlin's last two specials, It's Bad For You and Life Is Worth Losing. He talks, like the one Life Is Worth Losing, it's all about death, the whole thing. And like he just talks about, he goes into one of his things where he just gives examples of like, he's like, what's weird is torture. We like to torture people. No other animals do that, just us. Yep. And he starts talking about different ways that like humans have come up with, like what they used to do to people in Egypt. They put them in a burlap sack with a snake and a fucking dog. Yep. Like, dude, what the and throw them in the river. Yep. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you do? I mean, if somebody's a pedo or something, go ahead. I don't, fuck them. I don't care.
I think it is. You are discounting what cats and dogs do when they play with things. They are torturing the small animal that they are playing with.
Oh, like the cat and the mouse?
Yeah, like a cat playing with a mouse. I don't think
you think it's malicious?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think
you see some cats being a psycho.
I've studied my Tom and Jerry.
Dude, the thing is the mouse was the bad guy, man. Jerry was the bad guy, and people don't understand that. Tom was just trying to do his job. Owners would leave. He's trying to go in the fucking refrigerator, get some shit, and he's got that little fucker fucking with him. I stand with the plight of the cat. The plight of the Tom.
It's a bold stance to take. It's a bold. You know what?
Hot take.
That's just a political disagreement that we're gonna have.
Okay, all right, Democrat, play the victim, whatever.
I'm pro the tortured mouse. Jeremy's advocating for.
Would you say you're one of Jerry's kids?
I love that. I love it. That was great.
No.
But he did hit me once. Wow. Yeah, that was good.
Where are we going?
Yeah, where were we?
So the cat and mouse game that the
oh
city
yeah,
of
that's how we got
the city of Cleveland is playing
Tom and Jerry
with the tax. Like we have Justin Bibb with his comically large hammer, and Jimmy
He's
Haslam.
like Thor.
Somebody actually use Photoshop and make that.
Don't AI that. Fucking make that.
Make it.
Power to the creator.
And then you got Justin can be not Bibb, Strekal can be some form of Tony Stark or Captain America. Like you're one of them. Like the Cleveland Avengers, man. I like this. Fuck a football team. I want the Cleveland Avengers.
No, look, if all right, well, first off, I so very much appreciate you elevating me to Avenger status. This is an exciting intellectual exercise that I have never considered doing. If anything, I think I would want to go Hulk.
Okay.
Because I want to take
weed green.
Yeah, well, yeah. I want to take my nerdy policy brain.
Sure. He does kind of look like Banner, doesn't he?
And then I just want to rage out against the billionaires.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
The
General Ross types.
Like let's go. And
but this time it'll be Mike Flynn. We won't go down that way. No. We'll save that for the conspiracy podcast.
No, I think. I think if I was going to be a political Avenger, I'm going to go with the Hulk. Would that make you the guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Which one?
what's his
Drax?
name?
Yeah, I'll be Drax. That's fine. I can deal with that. I
You
like
don't
that.
have the body for Drax.
No, I don't. I got the head, but not the body. Trump can be MODOK for sure. He's the bad guy, so Trump can be MODOK. Because I mean, he's just a big head and amorphous little.
I know who I would be.
Who?
Oh, yeah?
Nothing can move the blob.
I could see you. The Blob is just basically a professional wrestler.
A professional fat person. Yeah. I'm already pretty well into being a professional fat person, so I don't think I'd have to change a lot.
Who's Frank Jackson? Would he be like Magneto, where he's like kind of a good guy sometimes, kind of a
No,
bad
he's
guy?
Gambit.
What's that?
Gambit. Yeah, you listen to him talk?
Oh, he's Gambit.
Yeah,
Duh.
he's Gambit.
No, well, that is a fun exercise. Political Avengers. And who's Hydra? Oh, they're running the government.
I trust the Haslams.
Yeah.
Hail Haslam.
It's the Haslams and the Georges like combined. Just behind the scenes with all their money pushing it around.
They all can't be Mary Kay.
No, or I just got around to watching the new Superman movie. And maybe
What'd you think?
I've never been. This is not a politically good thing to say. I've never been a big Superman fan.
Me either.
But I don't know. I watched the new movie. It was fun for me being here and being able. Like I just watched it with my in-laws, and I'm like, we're pointing out the different places in Cleveland, and like it's a lot of Cleveland pride. But I thought, it. In some parts it was too campy, in some parts it was too serious, and I felt like it just kind of felt a little choppy.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not, like you said, I'm not a Superman guy. Yeah. So like, I like James Gunn. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy is great, but like, what aside from the Suicide Squad, because he did do really well with that, but like, just the way this universe, if you will, feels, I'm not sure I'm gonna like what he does with Batman, and I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh,
like I just we'll see, but it's
hard to improve upon Nolan, right? Like how you gonna follow up on?
And then Reeves is great in his own way. You know what I mean? Like his is. I love that first one. I can't wait for the second one. But like the one that they're Batman. No. There's Nolan and then Reeves did it. But like there's I don't know who they're going to have direct it, but it's called Batman Brave and Bold, which is like not one of my favorite lines or cartoons. And it just, what they did with Superman, I feel like they're going to try and, like, you know what it felt like? It felt very 1970s Hanna-Barbera Super Friends to me. That's why I was like, I don't want that out of my DC movies. Yeah. That's just me, though. But I also didn't like Zack Snyder's bullshit, so there's that.
You just don't like anything.
That's not true. That's not true at all. I just said I like the Nolan movies. I like Matt Reeves' movie.
I only read Wildcats.
I've never read a Wildcats comic in my life. Leave me alone. I was a Pirates of the Blackwater. Is that what it was called? Do you
Pirates of Dark Water.
You don't. Oh, so you don't. You're a couple years younger than me, so it might just be. It was a great cartoon that only did one season. That was really cool. I tell people to go check it out. I think it was only one. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they made a middling to good beat 'em up game based on Pirates.
Was there one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, so I don't know how we got there either, but that's okay.
We're going a little bit all over the map.
Well, yeah, this certainly will not be the last time you're on the show for sure. Let's
talk about it.
So when is the vote?
All right. Dear listeners, for those of you who are watching this, I'm pointing at you.
This is in Korea. You don't have to call them dear listeners. Stop you're bending in the fucking machine too fast, Justin.
I'm not running. Oh, goodness. No, this is not Korea.
Going to be the next Rodman over here. Hanging out with Kim Jong-un.
No, so the Democratic primary is May 5th.
Okay.
And it's basically the ball game, right? The whoever wins the Democratic primary is likely to win the general. Republicans don't even field candidates.
Okay.
The last couple of cycles. I'm running the district I'm running is District 3. It's the Midwest of the city of Cleveland. So it's got a little bit of the western part of Ohio City, but not the downtown. The western part of Tremont, but not the downtown. From the lake to Brook Park Road, all the way to the Lakewood border, We got part of the Jefferson neighborhoods, all the way south through Brooklyn and Lindale.
So are you
And-
District 3 here?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I would be because I live in Gordon Square.
Then you are absolutely in the district, and I hope that you will consider voting for me on May 5th, on or before. So you can find out more about my campaign and about me at justinforus.com, justinforus.com. And, in these races, turnout is really low. The incumbent, his name's Marty Sweeney. He has been an elected official since the mid-'90s. Former Cleveland City Council president. If you Google him, you'll find plenty of reasons to consider voting for me. And I don't want to get into negative campaigning.
No.
But look, there's there are plenty of reasons to oppose the things that he has done.
Sure.
And I'm putting forward what I'm calling the Healthy and Affordable Cuyahoga County Action Plan, and in it, just really trying to address the tangible things we can do here in the county.
Not theoretical fixes.
No,
what can we do now?
What we can tangibly do, because the county, the biggest way that the county interacts with our lives is they handle the Medicaid and SNAP sign-up systems, and my counselor, Mr. Sweeney, has done absolutely nothing in the last 5 years since he was appointed to the seat to proactively get people signed up and to make sure that they know. And we got big cuts coming down the pipe because of the Republicans and Donald Trump in D.C. and in Columbus, including work requirements. And the county's going to have to deal with it. And my incumbent, he has not demonstrated a seriousness of purpose in how we're going to make the county government work better for poor people. And growing up poor, having to go through the indignities of filling out all of the paperwork to prove that you're poor,
Right.
to justify that you deserve a meager subsistence when we are the richest nation in the history of the world. I think we can do better, and I am having the audacity to challenge the status quo.
Good.
I appreciate that as somebody that has had to sit in a county office for hours
Yeah,
just trying to get food stamps.
yeah.
It's not a fun existence, and there are a lot of barriers here in Cuyahoga County, especially when it comes to getting your paperwork reviewed.
Yep.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Because there's no guarantee that if you drop it off, it's going to get reviewed.
Yep.
So you wait around to put it in somebody's hands, but then they're not there. So you have to come back again.
Yep.
And then you try to fax it. But even with a confirmation, there's no guarantee that it's a disaster.
So I will say, in the last couple of years, under the leadership of the new county executive we have, Chris Ronayne, whom, I have some disagreements with with the county executive on a few things, and I look forward to hashing those out.
Sure.
If and when I should have the privilege of being elected. But, they did do a good job of investing to reduce the wait times. But the problem is that they just passed a budget in December that cuts a number of those positions of the people who do those applications.
So the lines just got longer again.
So, couple that with the cuts in services and the work requirements that are coming. 1 in 12 Cuyahoga residents are on Medicaid, what they call Group 8, or under the Medicaid expansion. All of those people are going to have to be subject to work requirements starting at the beginning of 2027. If we don't find a way to maliciously comply with those laws, that means 1 in 12 of our neighbors, possibly myself included. I just got laid off from my job. I was a federal contractor supporting NASA, and I'm putting everything I got into this race.
Yeah.
1 in 12 of our neighbors are going to lose health care. And that is immoral to me in this moment. And Cleveland, Cleveland, we are a wealthy region who has been exploited for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think we need more people who come from a background, who understand the issues of poverty, who understand what it's like to live being poor in Cleveland, to do it. So, I've been really fortunate. I was able to quote unquote pull myself up by my bootstraps by selling marijuana when I was a
Right.
kid. Right?
Yeah.
I saved every nickel from what I sold to be able to do unpaid political internships.
Yeah.
That's how I interned for the Obama campaign and in the White House. And drug money put me here. So now I'm trying to pay that forward.
Yay, drugs.
Yay, drugs.
And do good for my neighbors.
Hell yeah.
It's so important right now to have people that understand the process of being impoverished, because I've worked for really rich people for a lot of my life, and they have no idea. Like, once you hit $100 million you live in a completely different world.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, you consume a lot more porn than you'd think.
I do not know the porn consumption by by wealth breakdowns. I don't know that data.
One of the things that I had to do was pay people's cable bills, because we had a bill pay service at the company that I worked for. So I got to go through all of the various movies that they were renting. I'm like, all right, I see what you're into.
See, when you're rich, you can buy your porn. You can support an industry.
And those actors and actresses, they got to eat. Right?
Yeah, dude.
But that's
That job is basically a diet if you think about it.
we need to lift the floor so more people can afford to pay
For porn.
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Well, that's what we've been trying to say this whole time. That's what his campaign basically is. So,
Oh man!
A vote for Justin Strekal is a vote for pornography.
I was about to make another joke, and then I realized that we live in this era where this is going to be on the internet.
oh yeah, it
And
lives.
I,
It
you know,
lives.
I feel very comfortable making a lot of jokes about a lot of things now, putting myself in the public eye. But I don't know if I want to keep going down this rabbit hole. No, I think it's that scene from Arrested Development. It's a banana. What could it be?
$10.
$10. But we are moving to the place where bananas.
Oh yeah,
cost
no
$10.
shit. Yeah.
So no, I think at every level of our society, we need to do more to talk about breaking up concentrated wealth, because our economy is it's easy to say it's broken, but it's not. It's working as it is intended right now.
Yeah.
And that is to siphon the last remaining aspects of wealth of most people into fewer and fewer hands, and that's why the cost of everything is going up, because we got to pay those shareholders, and people who have a little are now so afraid of losing it all, but they need to embrace the fact that it's not about the haves and the have-nots. It's about the have-nots and the have-a-littles versus the have almost everythings, and that's the kind of approach that I want to take to this campaign. That's the kind of approach I want to take to this region. And I want to really focus the hatred.
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
it's not, it's not whether or not, some young child who is going through an awakening and trying to understand their sexuality is trying to play sports.
Right.
It's not about whether or not somebody who is trying to make
It's
an
all a
honest living.
Distraction. It's
And-
all a distraction.
It's all meant to unite us, and there's more that unites us against the billionaires than divides us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I
damn
think.
billionaire has them.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. Just to see where you're at in the campaign. Maybe have you on at least once during the campaign, and that way update people and see how that's going and everything.
Yeah.
So, if I can shamelessly plug, can I shamelessly
Oh,
plug?
of course.
All right,
Where can we find you on the internet?
On the internet, justinforus.com, justinforus.com. You can sign up to volunteer. You can sign up if you would be willing to take me into your home and have me meet with your friends in the district. I want to do a lot of house parties where I come meet you where you're at, hear from you how you think things could get better. I want to do a number of events around the district, just at local bars.
Yeah.
Right? I've already talked to a couple bar owners who are going to set a time and a date well, they'll put me, they'll put up a flyer tell all their regulars, hey, there's this kid running for. I'm not a kid. I'm an adult now. Running, and he wants to hear from you. So if you'd be willing to have a conversation about how we can, unfuck this government,
all right.
I want to talk to you about it.
I got ideas.
I know you do.
When Justin,
we're gonna talk about it once the
yeah. Well, yeah. That's.
Well, what we got. That's friendly.
Justin did call me, and he was like, "Hey, I got something to tell you. I'm running for office, and I might need your help." I got you, dude, and I will. And most people, like I said before we started this, most people know I'm not quiet about how I feel about politicians. I've said this before on this show. When it's somebody at a local level and it's somebody I know is not a scumbag, I feel differently. I truly believe that. I mean, I've known each other, 17 years? We've known each other almost 18 years.
Yeah.
Known each other a long time, and I know he's a good person. He put up with me at some of my worst. So he's a good guy. Give him a shot.
So yeah. Also, just if you know anybody in the district, you don't have to live in the district to be supportive.
Right.
Because anybody in the greater Cleveland region knows somebody who lives in the district.
Right.
So we're gonna have tools where you can, figure out who in your phone book is likely a voter in the district, so that way you can do personalized outreach to encourage them to vote for me, because it's going to be a low voter turnout, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody, it's that generic can you get 5 friends kind of
Yeah.
thing, but that, my city councilor, or who's about to be my city councilor, this guy Thunmai Shah, he took on an incumbent. He just won in last November by 9 votes.
So it matters. It matters.
It's the voter turnout is really, really low for these local races. We're not kidding. It's honestly, it makes it easier for me to go vote because I don't have to wait in line.
But if you want to feel like your vote matters, I'm not even being a jerk. If you want to feel like it matters, something like this, it matters.
Yep.
It matters. Big time.
My vote for my new city councilor was 15% of his win margin. That's my vote.
I like that. I like that.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure this margin of victory is a little more than that.
Yes.
That's the hope. And we can, we should talk more about George Carlin too.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think we're probably all on the same page here. You'll be back for sure.
Yeah.
Deal.
So Jordan, I don't think we're going to find anybody that hates the Cleveland Brown Stadium deal as much as Justin Strekal.
No, there is another.
And scene.
I won't apologize again. I'm a repeat offender. You can see right through my skin. I don't care about making mistakes. I keep setting up and falling on my face. Feed me numbing agents. Drag me to the ring. Another discharge may burn. Diagnosis drunkenness. I keep my bruise and my brain and under the punches, and I was meant to take.
This has been a Lousy Weather Media Network production. Find new episodes and archives at lousyweathermedia.com.